All right.
And if there's water underneath that ice, then
See now, there's the
there we go. There's the sound. Good.
That didn't come up before, but
it did not. But sorry, everybody, for that nonsense we just went through.
Anyway.
But we got sound again. Mm-hmm. But yeah, but if there's water, even if it's underneath the ice,
is that kind of like if there's smoke, there's fire?
Kind of like it. Actually, kind of like that. If there's water, that means there could be life. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so we'll see. Good to see you, Mr. Sweeney. Thanks for joining us. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm excited. We'll see where it goes. Of course, there are going to be satellites and everything going out to explore what's going on. But it'll be pretty exciting to see where it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to check it out.
What? You love outer space.
I know, but I can't. I got this podcast to worry about.
I know it's true, but if you had the chance to go into outer space, I know my panda. You would do it if you had the chance.
If I had the time.
If you had the time too, it's true.
You wouldn't miss me. A cat wouldn't miss me.
Oh, we would miss you so much, but
I'd have to have a 3D hologram of you guys.
It's true, and we would have to have a 3D hologram of you.
Well, I would have to know on the shuttle up.
Yeah.
Would they have a masturbation room?
Yeah. I would assume that's just going to be something that's always going to be there. Because it's going to happen, whether there's an official room for it or not.
Well, I need some privacy. So
you're not into putting on a show for it.
No, I'm a very private person that way. Thousands of people.
Yes.
I don't need to be a show off in that regard.
That's okay, because you would be quite the show off. Hey, I'm not judging you for it, not at all.
So, yeah, that would be a prerequisite of me going.
You need to have your private masturbation room.
Of course. I wouldn't mind sharing it.
Well, if you shared it, would there be some time limits for it? Would you have to sign up for it?
How much do you think I need?
I don't not that long, but how long do any of the other astronauts who are up there? How much time do they need?
If I'm banging on the door, you need to get out. I think a half hour is long enough.
Yeah, a half hour would be plenty. I mean, I would think.
If not, you're doing something wrong.
Yes, I would say so.
Don't ask me to come there and help you.
Yeah, you really don't. It really shouldn't take so long.
I wouldn't think.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
As you say, different strokes.
It's true. Yeah, different strokes indeed.
No pun intended.
Yes. But of course, the little man and I don't ever want you to go.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and now you're bored.
And could I, if I started smoking cigarettes again up there, would that be detrimental to my health?
Oh, absolutely. It would be.
Would be? Okay.
Yeah, I would think so. Plus, I would think it'd be really dangerous to be smoking cigarettes up there.
Dangerous is my middle name. That's why I'm up there.
That's it. Timothy Danger Schuebel. Yeah, that's it. Strike a pose.
Yeah. But yeah, I was gonna say the other podcast that if people were listening to some of my stock picks last year, Joby.
Yeah.
They're getting FAA approval.
Which is pretty awesome.
And the other one I liked in China was Xpeng. Xpeng.
Okay.
They're actually going to put out, I think it was 100,000 of it's let me see. I don't know why it's hard for me to describe right now.
That's okay.
It's so badass.
It'll come to you.
It's like think of it as like a truck, pickup truck with a cab over it.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Then me and you are in the woods and we want to go somewhere. We don't feel like going.
Don't feel like going?
The land. Or
okay.
Say we hit water.
Oh, all right.
Well, we don't have a boat. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? I'm not turning around. I'm not turning this fucking thing around.
No, I could understand that. That's true.
So what this does is the back opens up. Right?
Yeah, okay.
And then this like a 4-wheel or 4-prop drone comes out. And then you sit in it.
Oh, okay.
It goes up and it flies to where you want to go.
That actually is pretty cool.
It's very cool. And then you either pre-program it to where you want to go.
All right.
Or you can fly it wherever you want. I don't know how far it goes.
Yeah, neither do I. Not a clue.
But yeah, they're both doing really good. No stocks. Those are my two favorites. There it is. It's Xpeng. I don't know how you say that.
Xpeng Aerot? Looks like Aerot.
Set to debut at air show in China. So let me see. Oh, November 1st. Okay, so if people want to see, it looks like this.
Excuse me.
No, it's it. You see that thing in the back? That back part where the two wheels are? It sits in that thing, and then it comes out, and then you can just fly. XPENG _ AEROHT. Yep. That's not a stock I like. But the ticker symbol for that, for some reason, XPEV, XPEV.
You're liking that one too.
I'm sorry. XPENG or XPEV, XPEV, depending on what.
Oh, are you bored?
What trading platform you're on? I'm tired from sitting down.
My poor baby.
We had 2 auditions to do.
We did. You rocked yours.
You rocked yours.
Thank you. I felt pretty good about mine too.
And I want to thank the good people of
Wolf Casting.
No.
No. Well, thank you for Wolf Casting for calling us for auditions.
Well, I don't want to thank him yet.
Well, I mean, thank you for of course giving us time.
That's her. Don't I She's not speaking for me. I'm not thanking you for shit yet. Okay?
That's all right. You see, we're close. We're usually on the same page. We're almost always on the same page, but every now and then we're not.
But she's more grateful than me.
It's true. I am. I make gratitude part of my everyday.
Well, unlike me, who I'm trying to get better. But what did they do? They wanted me to audition and I did.
Yeah,
right?
You did.
So now if I make them money, then they really gonna thank me for auditioning? No, I didn't get a thank you letter. Did I?
You didn't.
No, I don't expect one.
But isn't booking the job a thank you enough?
They didn't book me yet, did they?
It's true, but we just turned it in today.
Well, let's see if they book me. Then they might get a thank you. Might.
Oh, maybe.
That's a big might.
Oh.
So, but no, good people. A shout out to the good people of Iran. Was it Iran? Our numbers went up.
Oh, not Iran. It was. Oh, yeah.
No,
actually, they did
2.
go up in Iran, but where?
I'll look right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
It was just for yesterday.
Finland.
Finland.
Yeah.
It's just the numbers for yesterday. Just passed it.
Like you brought up, I know yesterday on the podcast, the Netherlands, which Finland is not technically part of the Netherlands, but it's, I think, right by there.
Yeah.
I couldn't point either of them out on a map though, so it's ignorance on my part.
Yeah, I don't know what he said yesterday, that guy. I know.
Oh, it was. I'm even trying to remember who it was, but he's from New Zealand.
Yeah, he called in a few times. Yeah, the name escapes me. I apologize. It's just me getting older.
Not getting older. Just that there are a lot of people to keep track of and a lot of things to keep track of, and you are sleepy.
Yeah.
So that's okay.
It's true. You ain't lying. Sleepy.
Yeah.
Well,
I've got some other news too. I'd started bringing this up to you before. Well, of course, Dodgers beat Yankees on Wednesday, 7-6. I know, of course, New York, we're Yankees fans, but again, better team won. That's how it is.
Oh, fuck them.
But either way, since Wednesday, when the Dodgers beat the Yankees, starting Wednesday night, there have been riots and looting. A bus was set on fire. People were celebrating the way. Let me see. Fireworks and objects were thrown at police. But it's called, quote unquote, absolute chaos in downtown Los Angeles.
Let me
Yeah.
get over here.
Okay.
Or
I'll move. Mhm.
because I downloaded it here.
Okay, let me get out of your way.
Let me just see the who it exactly was. I don't want to see.
Okay, yeah, you'll find it. But yeah, I see there's a quote here from Taylor Rosa. He's 27 years old, and of course from the Los Angeles area. He says, a quote from him, "It's been absolute chaos. People were excited and having a good old time, but people got out of control and started looting and jumping on top of a bus." Of course, at this point in time, a female bus driver was still inside when the crowd surrounded the bus. And he quoted again, he said, "After she got out, they all started lighting fireworks inside the bus, jumping on top of the bus, dancing."
Finland, 1,016 downloads for yesterday,
That's cool.
and Iran 211 for yesterday.
All right.
And of course, the usual numbers from all over the other parts of the world. But thank you to Finland and Iran.
Yeah, but considering the strict religious theocracy of Iran, thank you for listeners there actually being able to listen to us and stay safe.
Fight the power.
Yeah, of course, fight the power, but stay safe.
Fight the powers
Yes.
that be.
Stay safe wherever you're at and whatever you're going through, because it's not easy.
Fight the powers, brother.
Of course, fight the powers.
Don't take no shit from the white man.
Yeah, well, it's not
Or
white
any
men.
man.
They're just overly zealous, and there's the morality police, and they, of course, they're known for murder and torture and beatings, all that stuff. So stay safe.
Yep.
We appreciate your listening, but yeah, stay safe through everything.
Just know you're a badass.
Absolutely.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you, but you're used to that. So I continue on your story.
That was it.
But that was funny. It's the whole. Can you get out of the bus, please? Sure.
Yeah.
And you know what? This might be racist, but I don't care. I'm going to say it anyway.
Let's hear it.
I guarantee that bus driver
Yeah.
was not black or woman of color.
Yeah. How come?
Because there's no way that a woman of color that was a bus driver, especially here in New York, if she got out of her bus to yell, it would be to yell at the crowd and say, "You motherfuckers, you put that shit out. Hey, you, I know your mother. I'll see you in church on Sunday." She would school them, and there'd be no way that people would get back in the bus to light fireworks off.
Okay, I get that. But then also, if you've got a whole crowd.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Them black women of color, they hold that shit down.
I know we see it in New York here too, but still, again, safe.
Thanks for liking the show, Fax.
Yeah, thanks for liking the show, Mr. Sweeney. We appreciate
trying
that.
to see if he can go over to YouTube to see if they can see us.
Yeah.
Because we keep going back and forth from
We
Podbean
do.
to, because I can't see what everybody's saying.
It's true. But yeah, we're live on YouTube at the moment now too. Oh, did you see Russian courts have fined Google for $20 billion?
What is that even? How much is that in, like, is it $10 American?
No, this is more money than even exists on the earth.
Well,
Russia's taking offense because, you can't post stuff about us make us look bad. So we're punishing you by fining you an amount that literally doesn't even exist in the world.
Right.
This is Putin being whiny.
Well, that won't hold up in international court.
Yeah, there you go. You're making me look bad. No, you're making yourself look bad.
But actually,
get out of Ukraine. Exactly.
What I read, I guess North Korea had sent some.
They sent soldiers.
They sent like their elite soldiers.
Yeah.
Over to the front line in Ukraine.
Yeah.
Within a week, they were all dead.
I didn't hear that.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Don't fuck with Ukraine, man.
No kidding.
So much for elite.
I had no idea. But yeah, wow. I mean, it's still, again, you're taking over.
Or at least country. Don't, anytime you say, all right, I'm sending my elite force over to help, kick so-and-so's ass. You know what that tells me, first of all?
What's that?
You're billing it as your elite force.
Yeah.
So they're probably not. You're trying to get the mind of, the biggest and baddest are going to come over and kick our ass. First of all, I smell bullshit. Okay? Because you're overselling it. If you were to just say, we're going to send some forces, and then if they win, they kick ass, and then say, Of course, that's our normal troops. We didn't send our elite. Wait till we send our elite. Then you be scared.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
But if you're saying you're sending your best and your brightest, and you're
it's also
getting your ass
it's
beat
also
the
a
first
psych war.
week,
Yeah. Okay.
week
All right.
week
Yeah.
being 5 days.
Oh, man.
That's one. Number two is, so North Korea, they don't really have too many people to begin with, because remember a few months ago, Kim Jong Un was saying how he wanted the people to have more babies, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously they don't have enough people to do
Yeah.
whatever
Well,
they're bidding or whatever.
If you want to have more of a population of more babies, you need to have enough food to feed them, and you don't.
And freedom.
That too.
But
Yeah.
okay, so and if you're so worried about people attacking your country,
Yeah.
okay, why are you going to send the best of your military force halfway around the world?
Yeah.
So even if you need them back,
Yeah.
they ain't coming back for at least 4 days.
Yeah.
By the time you get them off the front
It's
line,
gonna be time,
safely
yeah.
off the front line,
Yeah.
get them in a fucking safely back into whether it's boat, whether it's fucking plane, back to where they need to go.
Yeah.
Rest up to be in fighting shape.
Yeah.
It's 4 days tops.
Yeah.
I mean, minimum top.
I would think.
Minimum.
Yeah.
But again, I don't care how elite you are. You need fucking rest.
You do. Because
Plus
if you don't have the rest, you're not going to be able to.
You're not going to be
function.
in top shape. You might function, but not if
Yeah.
you want your elite to
Hmm.
be fucking cover and helping your own people in your own country. Don't send them anywhere.
Yeah.
You think we send our best and brightest overseas?
It depends on what war.
We don't send the best and brightest.
Mm-hmm.
We send some, but not all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's just foolhardy.
Yeah. I get that.
I think
Too many fronts that you need to protect to send everybody one location.
Right.
I get that.
And again, you don't want your best and brightest there. You want them closer to home, guarding the home front.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Hmm.
But anyway, that's usually when people are pounding their chest a little bit too hard.
Yeah. Well, a lot of that is probably trying to psych yourself up for it too. But there's some points in time, psyching yourself up only gets you so far.
Again, it's I smell bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, it's you might want to rethink how they're going to say that.
Yeah. And if you're sending all your young virile men to another country to fight another battle you have nothing to do with, who's going to be back to
Making
get
babies.
more people pregnant? Exactly. This sounds like it was a massive swing and a miss, just like everything else.
Right. Well, it's
On
bad
Kim
PR.
Jong-un's
It's basically
part,
PR. It's like
Yeah.
And who approved that? Like, I wouldn't. Go back.
Kim Jong-un, I would assume, did.
No, I think he's too busy for that. I think he's probably just blurted some shit out, like, just say we're sending our best and brightest, and no one questions it. Instead of saying, look, how about this? We don't, just pump the brakes on that.
Yeah.
Because it's a two-pronged thing.
Yeah.
It's like, your sister's ex said, I heard on a show the other day.
My sister's ex?
His sister's
Oh,
ex.
his
me.
sister's ex. Oh, yes, that's it. Yeah. Oh, she still has the hots for you.
So, because there's only a few people in our country who listen to the show.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Without getting in trouble.
Yeah, but I'm sure he listens to you
Oh, yeah,
because you
of course.
offer advice to him.
Good advice.
Yeah.
This is advice. So again, why would you, market yourself as your best?
Yeah.
Now that I know your best are gone out of your country, now you can come in there, and act like the ugly American.
Oh, yes, of
Because
course.
now I may not be the best or brightest, but I know you can keep. Anyway.
Yeah.
So that's number one. And number two is, say they do go to the front lines and they do kick ass.
Okay.
Well, of course they did. But you know what? We're going to send our best and brightest. But the paperwork got mixed up, so we don't want to say the worst of the worst.
Psych them
Right,
out.
like, oh my God, like they didn't send the good. No, we
Yeah.
sent the minor team down. But we might have to send the major leagues in. Oh,
Yeah.
shit, then we're fucked. Market it like that.
But nope, this was a swing and a miss. Yeah, exactly. Oh,
Don't,
wow.
Again, you're pounding your chest a little bit too hard for
Yeah.
me to believe that that might have been good.
Agreed. But clearly it wasn't good.
Yeah, clearly.
Huh.
Yeah, funny stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
But so that's just my take on it.
And you might be right on that.
What? Apparently I am.
Yeah.
I mean, not right, but maybe to rethink they should have rethought that.
Maybe. It was a PR mistake on their part.
Yeah. So, or at least if they did get killed in the first week, make up an excuse.
Okay.
They got killed in the crossfire. They got killed in friendly fire. They got killed in the line of duty saving thousands of other Russian troops.
Yeah.
4 guys.
Yeah.
Got killed, but they saved 10,000 Russian troops. Make it grandiose.
Yeah.
Don't just say, oops,
I mean, I would assume Russia has some of that nonsense going on. Because they're really good at the nonsense of, oh, well, these are our best and our brightest, and they're protecting. No, they're not. They're really not. This is actually trying to take over your leader, trying to take over land that does not belong to him.
Yeah.
So it's not all about bringing them back together. Like, no, this is theft.
Well, I don't have all the answers, honey.
Oh, I know. But you have a lot.
Well, I can only speak for us good Americans here.
Yeah.
And, pay our taxes and try to do the right thing and vote.
And aren't trying to overthrow democracy.
Rewrite it.
Yeah.
To our advantage.
Yeah.
Well,
speaking of, there's video out that's it's being called voter videos out. It's called voter fraud, and it's you see Haitians, they're coming in and they're eating cats and dogs, all of this, and they're men in this video, and they're saying we're here from Haiti, but they have West African accents. They're not Haitian. None of that stuff. Whole thing, actually, it's found out, FBI's found out it's Russian. They're Russian influence actors
right.
that have put these out. But of course, there are people who believe, if you're part of the MAGA cult, you go, see, they're doing it. Like, no, this is false. This is Russia. No, I don't believe Russia. Actually, if you believe this, you are believing Russia. That's what this is. So yeah, so Russian influence actors are putting out these videos, which is not a surprise.
Well, I was saying.
Yeah.
Some are gonna say it's bullshit, some aren't,
It's true. It's like we've had this conversation before. You already know who you're voting for. You already voted that whole thing. You either believe them all the way or you don't. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a whole thing eventually when we get free of his grasp.
But
hopefully soon. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
What I don't know if you saw this the other day. I think it was in Jersey. I guess some lady went to go vote. Like, what you guys? Oh, see, there was an incident on the bus, right? But
yeah, we'll tell him in just a bit again. But yeah, what were you saying?
Well,
we'll get back to you, Mr. Sweeney.
Mm-hmm. There was this lady, and I think it was Jersey. I'm ashamed to say Jersey.
Yeah.
But Jersey, she went to go vote, and I guess she was wearing some MAGA shit. So actually, when she went to go inside to vote, we said, you can't be wearing MAGA, stuff like that. It's kind of causing some disturbance or whatever.
Okay.
So she said, okay. She basically took her shirt off, and she did just her bra and pants. And probably the least person you'd want to see. I mean, they showed a side picture of her, like from here.
Yeah.
Like if it was, if I was going to shoot her in the right wing, or left wing. So it wasn't the full body, but it was enough to make you want to.
You didn't want to see that?
Can't unsee it, honey.
She was not a good-looking woman.
Lot to love.
Oh man. But it's something I'm not understanding why it would. Yeah, like okay, do you look like an ass clown wearing this? Yeah, sure you do. But what difference does it make what somebody wears when they go vote? You know what I mean? Unless you're going to go in there and, of course, all the bells and whistles and, hey, look at me, you all need to vote like I do.
I understand.
Yeah.
Look, if you want to wear your, whatever, and then they ask you, there's a difference. They didn't see that lady standing in line.
Yeah.
I don't know if there was a line, but if she was like fucking waiting for 20 minutes or like 10 people deep, and then they waited for her to get signed in and said that, it's fucked up. Yeah. You didn't see that lady fucking standing there 20 minutes ago?
Yeah.
She was an older lady.
But I'm also wondering if that's true. This kind of feels like BS to me.
Look, there's two things. If she was standing in line, you should have told her that when you first saw her.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure there's people outside, monitoring, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Should have told her that before.
Yeah.
And if you were her, she would have said, look, you told me that before. I will go home, actually, to change or whatever. I'll readjust myself, get a jacket, whatever. But I don't have to wait in line again.
Yeah.
I really don't want to,
Yeah. Yeah. I could see that.
Then I would say, you know what, fuck it. Then I would take my shirt off. But to go from 0 to 100 like that.
Yeah.
Now, you know what? You've not only made her day, you've made her life.
Yeah.
She is forever gonna hold on to that title for the rest of her life.
I stood up
for
my freedom. Like, no.
I showed them.
Again.
Whoever them is.
Asshat.
And when she goes to vote again.
This is ass
in 4 years or 2 years.
Yeah.
Remember me?
Yeah. Like, no, I don't. Actually, I don't.
How about take your shirt off? Actually, that's not really take your shirt off. It's a metaphorical phrase.
Don't.
Do you have a younger you have a granddaughter maybe?
Oh God.
And so can I see a picture of her first?
So bad. That is too funny.
Why don't you bring her in? Let me take a look at her.
Oh man, that is too funny.
Well, it's the truth. She was not
She's not exactly the kind of woman you would want to see with her shirt off.
No. Even back in the day, probably not.
Oh man.
Let me see. Go ahead, but you're.
Well, next I was going to say this is actually good news here for NYC. And there's a 9-year-old girl who escaped an attempted kidnapping as she was walking to school in Queens. An unknown man in a black mask was driving a sedan. He was next to her. He opened the window rolled the window down and said, "Come inside the car." She refused. Then he got out of the car and tried to grab her. Wow. She escaped his grasp and ran like a matter of blocks away to where her mother was. Her mother was actually handling, street directing, everything like that. For crossing the street at a school right now a few blocks away. Went to her, and they're still looking for who this man was.
They'll get him. They'll find him.
I would hope so, because it didn't say anything.
There's too many cameras everywhere.
I would think so. But yeah, it didn't say anything about license plate. Didn't say anything about what kind of a car it was.
You just said it was a sedan.
Yeah, it was a sedan, but that just means 4 doors. You know how many cars with 4 doors?
But the girl could say, "Oh, it looked like this, looked like that." It's not too hard to find.
I would think. Just I know the article I read didn't say anything about it.
I know. Here you go. There's another one. Elementary school teacher, a woman again, accused of sexually assaulting teen. First of all, it wouldn't be assault. So anyway, sent lewd texts to another student, too young for that. Well,
now you don't know what happened. Maybe it was sexual assault.
All I'm saying is, taking a quick look at her. This is just a mugshot. You know what? Good for her. Good for the. Good
for the kid?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm not thinking good for her because she's pretty good looking. What is she doing going to teenagers?
I don't know. It's a sickness, I think. But it's funny. I guess she sent him. First of all, why does she have his cell phone? Anyway, she sent a video of herself performing an unidentified sex act.
Wow.
The boy
this
told
is in Wisconsin, Kenosha.
The boy told police he opened the message because he thought she'd sent a workout video.
Oh my God.
Anne-Marie Crocker.
Anna-Marie, yeah.
Anna-Marie, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
First of all, oh my God. Assaulted one underage boy and tried to lure several others.
Wow.
The victim was also frightened because he heard she'd raped another juvenile. Come on.
I mean, she may have. It sounds like she was aggressively pursuing.
Hey. First of all, allegedly.
Yeah.
All right. Look, she's definitely deer in the headlights picture on that.
It's true. Like, I'm wondering, I don't know if she's tweaking or
That
if
could
she's
be.
just in shock.
Could be. It's funny. Like, well, how did I get caught?
I would think all the naked pictures.
And I want to hear about the sex acts that she sent.
Huh.
Was it masturbation? Her masturbating?
Or was she
banging some of your friends? Maybe that was. I have a theory on that too.
Yeah.
That it wasn't the fact that according to this kid, like, oh, I was scared, you know, all that bullshit.
Yeah.
I have a theory that he wanted to be the only one.
Oh.
And she's like, look, I'm 33 years old. I got to get my girl on.
Yeah.
And the boy wanted to settle down. And she's like, no, I need to get that discretionary dick. And he's like, oh, I thought I was the only one. She's like, oh,
my
no.
God.
And that's when he's like, well, fine, I'll play the fucking, oh, I'm a 13-year-old boy.
You're 13, you're a child. Yeah.
Look, I don't.
I mean, I know when you were 15, you were having sex with strippers. Or like, yeah, I was going to say
if I
sleep with
had
strippers
the
or
chance
sleep.
at 13.
Yeah. Would you have hit that?
In a fucking minute. and
How's she compared to the strippers you used to have sex with?
It wasn't as nice, but
no.
Well, I remember mine were a lot better. But I'm just saying, this isn't her gussied up. This is her fucking like.
That's a mugshot.
Yeah, hard to really say what she really looks like.
She looks pretty good for a mugshot. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know the actual,
Oh
anyway.
My God.
You're asking me as a 13-year-old boy?
Yeah.
Devious 13-year-old boy as I was. I would have got together with her like, look, we got to stop the texting.
Yeah.
All right? Because that's how people get caught.
Yeah.
Obviously. Open a fucking newspaper.
Clearly.
All right? Now, thank you for reaching out to me. But we need witnesses. And I need witnesses. I'm going to act out in class.
Okay.
You're going to put me in detention.
Oh.
Wink, wink, detention.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have to see you after class again.
Oh, okay.
Privately.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
And you would do it within the classroom.
And, of course, I don't have money for a hotel room.
Not when you were 13, no.
Well, we'll see how she does, and then maybe I'll cut some extra lawns that week.
Oh, my God.
See, if I mow her lawn right,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do.
She might pay for the room. And I'll say, look, then, even though I know it'll probably take about 10 seconds for it to get done.
Yeah.
But see, that's where her teaching would have to come into play. Of like, she's going to have to nurture me into, well, look, you need to fucking relax there.
There
Tiger.
You go.
You need to, So.
She would have to show you how to do it.
Right. Then, of course, I missed the bus. Now she has to drive me home.
Of course she is.
Okay. So, and of course, I'll have to show her my tree fort.
Oh, your tree fort,
I don't
of
really
course.
have a tree fort, but
but you would find something, I'm sure.
Somewhere to.
Oh my God.
Right? And you know who I would tell?
Who?
No one.
That's it. Yeah.
You know why?
See, that's it. Because you knew that when you were 15 years old. Not to tell
You know what?
anybody.
It's your best friend is not your best friend.
No.
You know where friendship stops?
Friendship stops?
At the groin.
Yes. Oh my God. Have you told Rick or any of your old friends from
we'll see you later, Pat.
Thanks for joining us, Mr. Sweeney.
What's that?
Have you told any of your old friends what you since then said? Yeah.
Yeah, well after the crime and statute of limitations have ran out.
20, 30, 40 years after.
Not that long.
No?
Enough to be like, for them to write down, well, don't. Just because you watched a couple Bruce Lee movies, I don't think you can do Kung Fu.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm Bruce Lee. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, definitely not.
Don't watch me think you can do karate.
Huh.
That metaphor.
Oh, I get it, baby. I get it.
So, anyway, I digress.
Yes.
So, we were talking about this thing here.
Yes.
What about the election? It's
well, for
tied up supposedly.
tied up. But then I also saw earlier today that Kamala Harris has pulled ahead. Like, she's ahead in Iowa, and she is ahead, actually, I understand, in Georgia and Virginia at this point, which is great. I mean, I'm really happy to hear this. It's good news. Well, one thing I know, of course, Robert Reich has put this out, but it's not, of course, he said this, but it's not just Robert Reich. You look at this. Once the election votes start getting counted, it starts with the red mirage. The first votes to get counted are usually from very rural areas. There aren't as many because there aren't as many people there. So it's like you're seeing, oh, Republicans are ahead. Republicans are ahead. Oh, see, Republicans are going to take it. But then once the more densely populated areas, like urban areas, are actually calculated, Democrats pull way, way ahead. So it's called the red mirage to the blue shift. So I know in 2020, Trump started declaring with the red mirage, because it's called a mirage because it's not actually Republicans being ahead. It's just, well, these are the first votes being counted. That's it. So Republicans are ahead until actually everybody else gets counted and the Democrats win. He started declaring right off the bat, I won. See, and once actually more Democratic votes started being piled in and actually being counted, he started calling it fraud. They're already calling it fraud at this point, which is, it's not factual. So yeah. So it's the red mirage. Everybody be prepared for the red mirage to the blue shift. This is not new. It happens always. Every election, every 4 years, every presidential election, it's the red mirage to the blue shift. So you see Republicans winning up front, don't buy it right off the bat.
Well, don't forget too that if these people are taking these polls.
Yeah.
Post, the people are walking out of the voting booths, walking to their cars or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, who do you vote for? Especially people out west, they're not going to be like me. I'm not really going to tell you.
Okay.
Anything. Me, I'd give them probably like who I didn't vote for.
Why?
Just to fuck with them.
No, why fuck with them?
Because it's none of your business.
Okay.
I voted for your mother.
Is that right?
I'm going to celebrate over her house now.
Oh, is that right?
You know what? You know who's coming?
Who?
Me.
Oh, God. Wow. You are such a Jersey boy.
How do you like me now?
You are so Jersey.
What's your next question? You don't have one now, do you? All right, here we go.
It's so funny. You are such a Jersey boy.
Thank you, baby. I'm trying to find the article about the lady who took her top off.
Yeah, the lady who took her top off, who should not have. Yeah.
Let's see, I'll find it. Unfortunately. So now, here we go. Now, if I can't unsee this note, up in Jersey. Yep, damn it. It was Hamilton Township. All right, so that's not a surprise. There
no. Yeah.
There you go.
That's my.
So you want to read the article to the people?
All right, sure.
All right.
Yeah, woman goes to extraordinary measure to vote after being ordered to take off her MAGA merch. That's one thing, I just don't buy it. I'm calling bullshit already right off the bat. But,
I call, she kind of knew what was coming when she...
Yeah, but even so, it doesn't matter what you're wearing. You know what I mean? I'm calling BS. Like you called BS on the whole thing with North Korean, the best of troops. I'm calling BS on this article.
Well, it's a MAGA hat. It's shirt. So
that doesn't surprise me at all. But I'm calling BS that election workers are going to say, well, you can't wear that here. Because that's,
read the articles.
Yeah. An unidentified woman in Hamilton Township was told she had to take off her MAGA hat and her Donald Trump shirt before she was allowed to vote at the Colonial Firehouse, according to NJ.com. See, I don't buy that. I asked her to remove her hat and said, if you want to go get a jacket from your car, I will hold your place in line, or you could go in the bathroom and turn the shirt inside out. Right.
It's not too bad. So anyway.
So then, of course, she acted a fool and made a scene and took her shirt off.
Yeah. Fun.
And she flung it around after calling poll workers nasty names. She then proceeded to quickly vote with just her bra on her upper half and left before police could arrive. On her way out the door, she reportedly gave the finger and told poll workers to suck my cunt. A witness told NJ.com.
That's a classy lady right there.
Clearly.
Classy lady.
And a lady you really don't want to see. At least I don't want to see her with her shirt off.
Oof.
I know you said you don't want to see her with her shirt off either.
Right. So, yeah.
Yeah, I felt so bad for the poll workers, the witness said. They're just trying to do their jobs, and people are saying this god-awful stuff. I mean, that's not a surprise. Really just not a surprise at all.
Oh, that's funny. Read the next line.
Okay, the woman's bold actions quickly went viral and reportedly caught the eyes of Republican VP nominee J.D. Vance, who wrote, "What a patriot! Are you serious?"
Well, that's an adjective, adverb. I wouldn't...
That is, yeah, imaginative to say the least. Just wow. Oh, which speaking of J.D. Vance, did you hear what he was saying about his wife? He'd said, she's got 3 kids. Obviously, I help with the kids, but because I'm kind of the one going to church, she feels more responsibility to keep the kids quiet in church. Now, mind you, he's talking about their 3 kids. Yeah, his wife did not have 3 kids, and then he married into it and adopted them. These are their kids, but it's something where he calls them her kids.
Her kids, yeah.
Her kids, because that's what he is. He did not marry a single mom, but he's very much obsessed with this idea of a traditional family, which means couples absolutely must have children, but those children are the mother's responsibility to raise. That's why they're her children.
Right.
And the father's role is one of authority and provision, but not real engagement or anything actually resembling equal care. Again, asshat.
It's a real...
asshat, clown shoes, all the awful things. Yeah.
Pillar of the community.
Yeah, something like that. But I love that. Oh, she's got 3 kids. Like, no, you've got 3 kids.
Well, you know what? I'm sure the kids aren't too upset about distancing themselves from him.
Yeah, I could understand that.
You know?
But yeah, just while he's gotten into, recently, he decided he was going to start going to Catholic church every Sunday. And he was
recently?
Asked, well, does she go with you? Oh, no, she doesn't. Mind you, she's Indian heritage. So no, she doesn't go with me, but she's got the 3 kids she has to take care of. What are you talking about? But yeah, real winner, that one.
Like I said.
Yeah.
It's funny. She has 3 kids she has to take care of.
You mean your kids?
Oh.
The kids you got pregnant with as her husband?
You mean you might not want to remind her.
Yeah.
I'm sure she doesn't want to be reminded.
Yeah, just wow.
Wow.
Best of the best, right?
Best of the best. But it's funny how he called her a patriot.
Yeah.
And then went to
J.D. Vance called that woman a patriot.
Yeah, and then went and masturbated to the picture.
Maybe. Who knows?
It's funny.
It's something.
It's something.
I would laugh about it if it weren't so horrifying. What the things that where it actually could go.
Creepy shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, this is actually some cool news for California. Governor Gavin Newsom signs an amendment to the California Consumer Privacy Act. This amendment classifies neural data as protected personal information. So it's ensures the neural data is treated similarly as biodata. So like nobody can steal your biodata and use it for anything else. It's this is part of your body. You have the right to choose what happens with it. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. I noticed that when I was listening to the Trump was on Rogan.
Yeah.
What he does a lot too is, and again, I'm not going to tell people who I voted for. I'm just going to bust everybody's balls. You guys got to figure it out.
It's true.
But he'd say, like Kamala Harris, she's not too bright. She's not, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then always, and even with Gavin Newsom, he said something about Gavin Newsom about him not being smart, or he does have some merit, and I agree on some things that he says about certain people. And again, I'm not going to say who those people are because it's still too close to the election, whatnot. But whether he's right or whether he's wrong, I think there's MO to it. Because if I say to you, or anybody's like the Bee Gees,
Yeah.
like my friend Al, the one I rented the house to,
Yeah.
when he was downloading some music for me, putting it on the DVD, and he goes, "You like the Bee Gees?" I'm like, "I love the Bee Gees." He goes, "Dude, I love the Bee Gees." He goes, "I thought you were gonna like. You didn't remind me to cut. You like the Bee Gees." But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We both were afraid to admit
Yeah.
we like the Bee Gees.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what Trump does, he has that mindset of like, well, anybody who likes the Bee Gees, I have to question who they are. Now, who in their right mind would say to Donald Trump, "Oh, can you put the Bee Gees on?"
Yeah.
Because no one wants to hear shit.
Yeah.
We went through this conversation.
We
yesterday
did.
with,
We had actually went through this morning too.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No one wants to go through that shit about hearing how dumb they are.
If you don't need to start anything, then yeah, exactly.
If you need to make me feel stupid,
yeah,
to justify how you feel or what your opinion is,
yeah,
I hate to tell you,
that doesn't sound like a you problem. That sounds like their problem. Right. Exactly. Yeah.
It sounds like you really don't have too much of a ground to stand on.
Well, I mean, he was known for this. He's a bully.
Right.
He was known for this when he was in military academy. That whole thing. So so it's no surprise. You were talking about Trump before.
He was in the military academy.
He did. He went to military school.
Ooh. Oh, maybe school, but not.
Yeah, he did. He didn't go into the military. He went to military school. That was it. And then when it came time to actually be drafted to go to Vietnam, I have bone spurs. I can't go. But he's had a reputation for being an absolute bully.
I know the guy who kind of like
school.
groomed him was that lawyer wanted to be gay, and he was actually
Roy Cohn. He never came out.
Right,
but he died of AIDS.
But he was actually very much like, hating gays too.
Yeah. Well, I think he doth protest too much.
Right, that's another thing.
Yeah. But the whole thing with it too, of course, we have lots of gay friends here, lots of course, gay colleagues. And I know one of them before that I'd worked with had said, we were hoping, he had AIDS. He was dying of AIDS. We were so much hoping he was just going to say, all right, I'm coming out. It's true. But he never did. They said we were disappointed that he died. He went to his grave with it.
Yeah.
Like we knew, yes, he's a gay man, but instead you die the bully too. Well, mind you, your bully that you had actually groomed to actually become the asshole he came into, and then of course made president and is running for president again, actually abandoned you as you were dying in the hospital of AIDS. So never came to help you out.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see The Apprentice. Looking forward to seeing that movie.
Film.
The movie, yeah.
Yeah. The film.
Yeah. Never watched the show, never had any interest in watching the show. And now that, of course, it's come out that it was all fake, which is not a surprise. It's reality TV. Right. Yeah. It's reality TV, so of course it's fake. But no interest in watching it still.
I'll shout out to let me see, what do they call them?
I don't know.
Israel's Defense Force Shayalet 13 Force. Shout out to them guys.
Oh, okay.
They got captured Ahmad Amhaz throwing the suspected Hezbollah senior official into a speedboat and carting him off.
Okay, good.
They found a whole bunch of stockpile of weapons. He was northern Lebanon. So he's talking about somebody. If they did that last night, motherfuckers had a rough 24 hours. I'll tell you that.
I would assume so.
It's from here on in, it's not going to be good. Yeah, he's had a lot of weapons. So they can't put that genie back in that bottle.
No, they made the wrong choice.
The really wrong choice.
But it's also, of course, totally against what Hamas did. October 7th, there's no excuse for this. That is not okay. No way around it. But then also going and massacring tens of thousands of men and women and children who had nothing to do with it. There's no excuse for that either. There's got to be a better way to handle this. But that's a whole other conversation.
Whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
And what's on the ballot in Massachusetts on Tuesday?
What's
To
that?
see if they decriminalize psilocybin mushrooms.
Really?
You see
Oh,
that
I
here?
hope they do.
Yeah, well, I think I know it helps a lot of people as far as depression and stuff.
Yeah. And also PTSD.
PTSD. A lot of people with PTSD. So, can I think if it's medically regulated with a doctor?
Yeah.
You know, so it's just letting people eat as much as they want, then they're going to be really fucking.
I mean, they might be fine or they might not be. It's the whole. It's a. You little bit by little bit.
Well,
see what you need.
Well, that's something under doctor's care.
Yeah, I would think so. That'd be a safe way to do it.
Yeah. You would think.
Yeah. It sounds like logic.
Mm-hmm. So, other than that, that's all I got, I think.
Okay. Well, this is kind of old news from here. I'll do one more thing. NYC officials are moving ahead with a decade-old plan to fill a gap on the East River Greenway near the UN. It's the latest step in a larger project to create a 32-mile cycling and pedestrian path along the waterfront right there.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be built on pillars atop the waterway between East 41st and East 53rd Streets.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and it will be open by the end of 2028 and cost about $120 million.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I think that'll look nice.
They'll, and that's why I always think that casino's going here. Because they're doing so much
Hudson
work
Yards?
along the waterway here. They're really not doing too much work over by the UN along the waterway there.
Oh, but they are. They are doing work.
But not like they are here.
It's different.
They got that whole fucking thing right into Jersey, and people come right in.
But they're working on that. They've started to fill in this gap. Yeah. I think that'll look really nice.
Yeah. Berkshire Hathaway, that cash is over $300 billion. They're stockpiling it.
That's no joke.
Yeah, I think they're waiting to. They dumped a lot of Bank of America stock, which they should have.
Okay.
You see. Hey, let me see. No buybacks. Let me see. They got blah 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 blah. Now, it's so he's waiting. He's holding it in cash, and after the election, because everything's up. Everything's up as far as stocks.
Okay.
Everything's up. So he's just waiting for everything to level out.
Yeah.
And then I don't think he'll go back with Bank of America. Bank of America's not a good stock.
Yeah, maybe it will be.
I hate to say it, if anything, any banking stock, it should be Merrill Lynch.
Why Merrill Lynch?
They're more of a stable company because they're more like they have more retirement plans too.
Okay. Well, mind you, 2008, they weren't in such good shape, but that was 2008.
Right. But let's see, it's not a good one. Any Swiss bank, really.
Yeah, I could understand that.
Their
that makes
regulations
sense.
are a lot tougher.
Yeah.
But if you really knew what went on.
If you only knew what?
If you really knew what went on, how they make banking decisions.
Yeah.
All it takes is one wealthy guy.
Yeah.
To say, like, all right, I'm going to buy $200 million of this stock.
Yeah.
Then all the lemmings just follow what he does.
They do. It's true.
And then he doesn't have to say anything. He just fucking goes up a tick or two.
Yeah.
And he sells it, but he's told people, and friends is little by little, all these other little, like, million here, million there.
Yeah.
To short it.
Yeah.
So he dumps it.
Yeah.
So, all right. Anyway, that's enough for one night.
I think so.
We'll be back tomorrow night.
We will. Tomorrow night or maybe tomorrow afternoon.
Tomorrow afternoon. We'll be definitely back on Tuesday.
Oh, we will. Absolutely. We'll be here
for election night coverage. Come here.
Yes. All right, everybody. Have a good
We'll be having
night.
chirp.
We will be having chirp. It's true.
Tuesday night.
That'll be helpful. And it's something I know we're not going to know the election results on Tuesday night, but there's a certain security, something I know because of course, at least as women here, I know if you're freaking out right now, I'm with you. I'm freaking out too, but it's a good sign that, again, there are record numbers of women who registered to vote and record numbers of women voting. So know that I'm with you. And a great quote from Tim Waltz that he put out said, "I kind of have a feeling that women all across this country, from every walk of life, from either party, are going to send a loud and clear message to Donald Trump next Tuesday, November 5th, whether he likes it or not."
Okay. We'll see.
Yeah, we will. So have a
I
good
wish-
night, everybody.
I wish she would have picked somebody else's running mate.
Why?
Because he looks like I'm perfect. Look at me, I'm not perfect.
You're perfect for me, baby.
It's all that counts. But he reminds me, when I see his picture, I'm like, that's like Don Knotts.
Yeah.
He always just has a goofy picture of him. There's no good picture of him.
Yeah.
Like Sam Altman, the AI guy.
Yeah.
Dude, you're a gazillionaire. Find somebody to and you're gay.
And teach you how to
How
pose.
dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Not all gay
You
men
have
are
a
beautiful.
terrible husband because
Yeah.
he doesn't
Yeah.
gussy you up the way you should
True.
be.
Well, not all gay men are beautiful. I mean,
It doesn't
some they
matter.
are.
You can be made beautiful. He can
They
have a
can.
full-time fucking press guy taking pictures of him, getting the right angle, and sending them into fucking no.
There you go. And really, when it comes down to getting
Don't get me
pictures-
worked up at the end of the podcast.
I know. Well, on that note, I guess we'll wrap it up.
Look, he looks like
He's just smiling in that picture. He looks pretty happy.
I know, but all I'm saying, I've never sure. Like this picture here,
He looks happy. He looks like he's laughing.
look, if I'm somebody from overseas, very
Yeah.
authoritative person,
Yeah.
and I see that goofball walking in my door,
You think that looks like a goofball?
I'm just gonna be like, "Who's Mr. Magoo here? Whose grandfather stumbled in here?
You think he
Grandpa,
looks
I
like,
told you never to come see me at work."
You think he looks like Mr. Magoo?
He's like my grandfather, all proud as shit. Like, I told you never to come see me at work. I'm trying to impress these guys.
Oh, so terrible.
Look, I'm just saying.
Oh, be nice.
Look.
I think he looks happy. Oh, yeah, he just looks so happy there.
Yeah, I know, but
With
it
his
looks.
grandkids. Look at that. That's a nice picture.
I'm trying not to look at it. I can't help it.
That's a nice picture. We're going to agree to disagree on that one. It looks like a sweet family picture.
All right, here we go. One more. And then we'll end the show, I promise.
Okay.
Here we go. This is what's going to happen. This is what he's going to look like when he finds out the shit that I was talking about. All right? This is all I'm saying.
Is that
He
Is
said
that-
what? He said what?
Oh,
That's the face he's going to make.
you think so?
On that note.
All right, everybody. We'll catch you tomorrow and have a
Yes.
good night, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
And of course, we'll sign out of Podbean too.